Welcome to My Morning Coffee. Always bold, hot, and full of flavor. Gia and Tonya are My Morning Coffee. What's in your cup?
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to another edition of My Morning Coffee, where the conversation is always hot, bold, organic, and full of flavor. We have another dope show for you today. Another hot Zeta to come to y'all, bringing you some more music. It is Black History Month, and you know we're always here to make history. So before we get into it, Miss Gia, what's in your cup? What have you been up to?
Nothing. I got coffee in my cup. You know,
That's it.
That's it. Just some coffee.
Shout out to Black women just because.
That's right. That's right. That's me. I'm trying to shout us all out just because, just because, but also because we're fabulous, and that's my thing. I have coffee too because I was up late last night, and I wasn't up late last night working. I was up late last night watching TV, and so I stayed up really, really late because what happens when I'm at home, I've been at home by myself because Jeff's been out of town. So so I started watching my show on my channel, Ion. I turned to Ion, and Blue Bloods was on. So I get sucked into these shows and late at night. So
you like cop shows?
Yes, I love cop shows. But I loved cop shows before I was a cop. But I guess I've been a cop for a long time, so I don't know if it's accurate. No, I did because
I'm not a cop. I love cop shows
and stuff like that. No, I'm saying so I was watching Blue Bloods till like the wee hours in the morning. Actually, I was up until that little infomercial comes on. So that was kind of late. So so that's what happened. I get sucked in, and so that's why I'm having coffee to try to pick me up. So I had to get up because normally, it's Thursday. We're normally not doing a podcast on Thursday. And I remember I said, oh shoot, I got the podcast. So let me get up out of bed and get ready. So I'm ready, but also, you can see I thought I would bring, I wanted to come on today because I know y'all have missed the head wraps, mahogany wraps. I haven't worn a wrap in a minute. So I decided to put one on today so y'all can see this is a mahogany wrap. And also I put one on today because I need to get back into my wraps. And so I said, what better day than today to do it. And, and I'm rocking it with the new 1920 shirt. Y'all see, that's right. 1920. The new shirt by Mahogany Box. It looks like it's a little crooked on me. I don't know what's going on. Am I sitting wrong or whatever? But hey. So so that's all I've been up to. What have you been up to, Tonya, since we last were together?
Just trying to keep up with you, dude. Between keeping up with the kids and keeping up with you, that fills my day. Keeping up on the news, see what's going on with the whole Russia situation. That has been a whole kerfluffle to watch, but dude, Putin is a gangster. He is
I watched the news a little bit yesterday too, and I saw that, and I was like, we've been doing good all this time, and a part of me, I'm like, I think that Trump got something to do with this. I think because my thing is, whatever you was feeling about Ukraine, you wasn't feeling that way when Trump was in office, and then all of a sudden you feel this way now. So I really think that there's he's behind some of this stuff that's happening right now. So, but I've been praying that things go well.
You think he's behind the scenes mixing up the pot?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So
I'm sure we'll find out because, like everything else, what happens in the dark will eventually come to the light. Right. So we'll see. I hope it comes to the light soon because these goddamn gas prices are.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't going anywhere. But you see, I posted the other day, the train, they started doing the train on Crenshaw. They was doing some tests on the train. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, y'all come on, get this train going so the sister girl can get on the train again. Because I'm all about, I'm all about that metro public transportation. So when it's running, I'm gonna be on there going from somewhere to somewhere, so yeah.
I really have committed to whatever the next car I get will have to be electric because I'm over this gas.
Mm-hmm.
It is just insane. And I think I've always been afraid to go Prius on people, but there's some pretty fast electric cars out there. So even F-150s, trucks.
But the thing about LA, you can't really go nowhere. You can't go fast because everybody's on the road. So you might as well go and get an electric car because, I had to go to the doctor yesterday and it took me, longer than it should have to go from where I live to my doctor's office. And it's because it's just, so much traffic. So
makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. I did go see Chief Kaufman yesterday. His little quick retirement barbecue. He wanted no speeches, no nothing. Girl, they didn't even say nothing before they cut the cake. I was like, what kind of catastrophe? But that's what he wanted. So, me, I'm looking for a mic. I'm just
right.
Testing. It was nothing.
Nothing.
He was like, don't. John was telling me, go stand on that chair over there. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get thrown out. Stop trying to get me in trouble.
I'm sad I missed it. But I wish him well. I'm a fan of his, so I hate to see him go because I was trying to get on, get me a little job or something over there when I officially retire. And now that he's gone, I don't have no connect like that. So
I mean, we've had John before. He's still there. The Delry brothers are still there. There's still some people that are pretty fond of you. You were asked about yesterday. So I think there's still an opportunity to, get a little GG out in Redondo Beach. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that he had a nice send off. You guys sent him off, really well. So that's good.
It was private. It was a little, wasn't really no politicians there. Mm-hmm. It wasn't too much. It was just, I think, just the people he wanted there. Yeah. And then, it was just kind of quiet and chill, and it wasn't a big deal. But that's what he wanted. He didn't want a big deal. But we do have someone that we are going to make a big deal about today. I know she was at the Inglewood, Taste of Inglewood.
Taste of Inglewood, yes.
Why don't you tell the people about our guest?
Well, of course, our guest, she's fabulous. She's beautiful. She's a Zeta. And she sings. She has a beautiful voice. And it's funny how, I'm not gonna say we didn't grow up together, but we were, in college around the same time in the same era. And it's funny how it's things that you don't know about a person till like later on, you find this out like years later. And it's like, I was like, who knew that, she goes by the name of Castella, but I know her by Kathy, and stuff. That's a legal name, Kathy.
Government name.
So and when she came out with singing, I was like, wow, who knew? I didn't know, that Kathy could sing, and stuff.
Yeah, probably because you're somewhere listening to trap music, but okay.
Back then they didn't have trap music. It was rap music, and I was back there listening to that. Yeah, you're right, and everything, and stuff. But yeah, so but I've I'm a big fan of hers, and I try to see her whenever I can. And if I can't see her, if she's doing anything, she got a new album out or new song, single. I don't know what the stuff is called nowadays. I try to get it, listen, and support it and share it because that's what we should be about, sharing other people's gifts, and stuff. And she has a beautiful gift, and I can't wait for her to come on here so we can just talk about all the fabulous stuff that she's doing. She's hitting the charts all over the world. So, and I just want to get into it because I want to know what's it like, and just to go from, she retired and started just doing her thing, her passion. So we're going to get into all her business today. So here she is.
Hey, Miss Kathy.
Good morning, sorors. Say that the cat is out of the bag with my name. Now even people are writing articles like her her real name is Kathy Rebecca Crowell Thompson. And my daughter's like, they just gave your whole name, huh? It's like,
the whole legal name, huh? Dang. Yeah.
yeah. But it's on my website. I don't hide, what my name is, but it's cool. So how y'all doing?
So were you hiding your talents? Were you hiding your talents from Gia, or did she just wasn't in the right places?
I think she just probably wasn't in the right places. But I must say, I've always sang. I even sang when I was online. I sang to my line sister, and she just cracked up. It was the funniest thing. She never, you know how you're not supposed to laugh or have any expression, and my line sister is Belinda. And the Soars were like, okay, entertain us today. And so I started singing a song from The Color Purple, Sister. And that was the first time she laughed at me. But Zeta has always given me an opportunity and a platform to sing. I would always go and sing at the banquets and stuff. So, I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, writing and recording, but I've always sang. Yeah, I've always been, the singer, if you will. But yeah, I haven't been hiding it, but right now it's on full display right now, and I'm so grateful for it.
So tell the people a little bit more about yourself, where you're from, and why you decided now to kind of excel your singing career.
Okay, well, I am from Long Beach, California. A native, born and raised, a wife, mother of 3. I worked in human resources in the public sector for a number of years, enough to say adios. And so I kind of got into the singing because I was in a session with a friend of mine. And the engineer who was there just kind of, I guess, saw and heard something unique in my voice and asked me if I had ever, written melodies or lyrics, or have I thought about doing an EP? And I'm like, no, never thought about doing that before. And we talked about it, and he kind of just held my hand and helped me along. And I didn't realize that I was really had these songs in my head, and I just started, paying attention. And I found a producer who was able to put music to my melodies, and it came out with my first EP in 2019. And I actually got to sing my first release, No Ordinary Love, I think it was the Zeta's regionals in 2019, I believe it was. Yeah. So yeah, but I don't think anybody was paying me any attention at that event, but I did sing my first original tune there because the Soars were like, yeah, we want you to sing your stuff. I'm like, let me sing my original song. I'm like, okay. But no one was paying me any attention. I looked at the video. They were just all kind of, I think there was a lot of talking going on. But anyway, that's just me in a nutshell. I'm living a dream, really. I never really thought I'd be doing what I'm doing now, but wow, it's so much fun.
What do your kids think about this?
Like, my kids are cool. They're in it with me. My oldest son, he's my graphic designer. His name is Aaron. And then my daughter is my manager, and she takes all the pictures and stuff for me. And, she's with me every step of the way. And then I have another son who's my videographer. So he does all my video stuff, like the 2 videos that I have out. He shot them, along with my daughter has some content in the latest video. But yeah, they're all in, they're all in with me.
So you're keeping it all in the family. And that's fabulous, that your kids can be a part of what you're doing. And I know they're probably having a lot of fun because, I know if you like me, Kathy, we seasoned, and these kids, they know all these tricks and know how to do all this fancy stuff with, with video and pictures and stuff like that. So I know that's probably a blessing to you that you don't have to really go out and seek someone to do that. You have in-house. So that's fabulous. And I love, because I love everything you're doing. And so I'm seeing all the stuff that the kids are doing for you, and they're doing great work. So let them know to keep it up.
I will.
I'm just, I'm just excited when somebody that I know personally is doing what they love to do. And they're using their gifts, and they're living in their gifts. And I always tell people, if you have a gift, you need to live in that gift and not and not hide it, so to speak. And I don't think we hide it. I think like you said you always saying, and it was just a thing. You just sing. You didn't think, it wasn't a big thing. Just like me, I think I've always created. I never thought really much about it. I just created, and it wasn't until people start like you telling you, oh, you should try to sell your stuff. You should try to do this. Then you start to think, oh, okay, well, maybe I should. And here it is. You had a friend that asked you about something, and you're everywhere. You're on the charts. I see your stuff, and I'm like, oh, let me share, let me get her. We got to move her up on the charts and stuff like that. And I just love it, and I love, I love you, and
I love you too.
I'm proud of what you're doing. And I want you to, keep doing it. And we need to keep supporting you because we should. That's what we should be doing, supporting one another. And I told Tonya about you, and Tonya's like, I don't think I know that Sora and stuff. I said, yeah, she was not, you came after us, Tonya. I said, but she has a beautiful voice, I said the girl singing, I said, she, look, she from the LBC, so to speak, she's Southern Cal, because Tonya, she Northern Cal, so she and stuff. So yeah, so yeah.
I like NorCal too.
So every time I can, give me a Southern Cal on here, I'm like, yeah, we need her on the podcast.
Ridiculous. Speaking of which, when did you come into Zeta and why Zeta?
Well, I came into Zeta in the fall of 1988. And, Zeta, the sowers just received me, it's just the sisterhood, really and truly. I can say that I met Karen and Callion. And Callion just sold the sorority to me. I mean, she just was, after I got done talking to her, I was just like, I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of that. Just the sisterhood, not having a lot of, I have one older sister, but just having that bond or that sisterly bond was something that I was looking for. And I was sold.
How has the sisterhood served you in your adult life, in your career?
How has the sisterhood served me in my adult life? I think it's the other way around. I mean, it's I'll honestly, I've been a part of, I'm a member of Sigma Eta Zeta. I'm a founder of that chapter. So, I've been a charter member is what you call it. And so I've been kind of, here and there and, just not overly active, if you will, but make sure I'm financial. And if I'm ever needed, you call me, I'll come sing, I'll do whatever. But just having that sisterly connection and is been what's been serving me in my adulthood.
So I would say for me, and I'll just share this, when my mom passed, the sisterhood showed up, right? And I'm from Northridge, but the grad chapter in San Jose just showed up and handled everything. Many times throughout my life when I'm, still trying to deal with things and get through some of life's obstacles, especially without a mom, there were sorors that stepped in and played that part, especially the older ones. I mean, the Stella Bronsons and Karen Matheson and them grad chapter sorors just, step in and give you that extension of family that it almost seems like they know what you're missing even before you know it, right? So not so much how do they serve you, like what do they do for you, but how has it been fulfilling for you to continue in this organization? And I ask too, because now, we do still have a lot of professional women with education that are considering Black Greek life, right? We're starting to shine a light on it again. We always did, but always something happens in society. You're like, oh, these Black organizations, MPHC, Kamala Harris is AKA. What's that? We've been here, y'all. But for those that are just starting to recognize that we're here and we're not just in undergraduate chapters, what would you say to them if they're considering or they wanted to do it in undergrad and they couldn't, and now they're in their adulthood, why this would serve them in their adulthood? And you, either one of you, Gia, since you want to point out my age all the time, Heffa.
I didn't say anything about your age, honey.
She
I never
younger.
said anything about your age.
In here.
Oh, wow.
But your thoughts?
Oh, okay. Well, in adulthood, I know in our chapter, we have had a lot of, women to join, and, you know, their desire was really to have a sisterhood, to get out and do community service, and just make a difference in the community. And that's been, the real crux of my chapter. They're really, really active, and, out doing things in the community. I know one of my sorority sisters, rest her soul, Gail Ballard, she had a a blanket drive that she would do at Christmas, for the homeless. And one of the things, the year before she passed, I said, you know what, I'm going to go out this Christmas and do that, because was always like, pushing that, and I had never gone. I was like, okay, this particular Christmas, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go and hang out with Gail, because it was just her passion. And then we lost her, that following year. And I'm just so glad I went, and just to see the passion that not only her, but, many of the sorors that were there that morning, just getting out and working in the community. And that's what it's all about. Just, raising, money for different charities and so forth. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And I think that's what, a lot of women are looking for, in their lives, just to make a difference. And that's what I think Zeta provides for a lot of women. Just again, just the community service, the sisterhood, and just having some friends. That's what it's all about.
What about you, Gia? For the women that are thinking maybe this is something I can do now, what would be your advice for them? Why Black Greek life at this stage in your life?
Well, if I don't, I'm not. Well, when you say why this stage in your life, I say come whenever you're ready. And if you're ready at this stage in your life, then come and be bring your desires for uplifting the community along with you. Being a part of organizations are wonderful. You get to meet a lot of people from all different walks of life. Like she said, you gain a sisterhood. And some women, sometimes they don't have that sisterhood in their young adult life. And so now here it is, they're older, they have more time to devote to stuff. And why not? Why not join an organization to uplift the community, to serve the community? That's what we're about. We're about serving the community, champion great causes and things like that. And yeah, we are about, having a good time and socializing and interacting and friendships and sisterhoods and stuff. Yeah, but I say why not? That's the thing. I think people get caught up in their perceptions of certain things, and I think you should give everything a chance, look into it for yourself. And it's not always what somebody else told you it was, or what you might see out there in social media. All these organizations are doing great things in their community, and they're about community. And at the end of the day, that's really what it's about. It's about, at least for me, it's about community. And yeah, great. I gained a whole bunch of, sisters along the way, but my thing was about serving the community. Growing up, it was like, okay, when I went to college, that's what they were doing. The Zetas where they were active in the community, and I wanted to do something in the community. So what better way to do it than with this organization?
I love that. And shout out to my sister-in-law. She actually made this for me. She retired. She's retired military, out in DC, and she joined later on in life. But like you said, come when you're ready. And I think that pretty much sums it up. So if you're ready to give of yourself, give of your time and your energy, we do need that. But we also give back to the sisterhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I found that some of the stores that recently joined, it just wasn't, they just weren't able to do it in college, and so, but it's always been something in them that a desire that they wanted to fulfill. So I think it's great that we still, you don't have to be an undergrad to join. So But having said that, I had so much fun in college so it was yeah, that it was fun. It was
100%.
all the college stuff that we did was a lot of exciting stuff. Traveling to to the Davis Step Show, the San Diego, and different things like that. They missed out a little bit, but hey,
All
it's
that. Listen, I want you to tell the people about your recent drop. I want to hear about your experience at Taste of Inglewood, and then talk about My Funny Valentine.
Oh man, Taste of Inglewood. Oh my God, that was the biggest stage I've been on. That was the city of Inglewood's Super Bowl or big game event, and to be a part of that official event was amazing for me. I was on Friday night along with I shared the stage or the bill with John B and Shantae Moore, Can Function and Switch, and this group called Biscuits and Gravy Live, and me. And so it was just an amazing event. Shout out to my good friend, Mr. Artie Fields, who is the city manager of that city. And yeah, it was just a great event. I got a chance to get up there on stage and sing my songs. I sang my original tunes, and people seem to be digging it. Along with a couple of I did a cover of a song called "So Into You." That's by the Atlanta Rhythm Section, which is charting out there right now, really, really good. It's #1 in Canada. Yeah, so the Taste of Inglewood I had my live band, my guys were back there with me. And yeah, it was just, I took that whole week just to, be Castella. I didn't, I do some consultant work. I'm like, don't call me this week. I'm being Castella, so I just took it all in, had my rehearsals, and I got back there, had a trailer and all this stuff. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool,
Yeah, you was fancy, girl.
It was so fun. I mean, I'm just looking for my next stage right now. I went through and updated my EPK, and I'm like, okay, I'm sending this thing out because I gotta hit a stage again. It was just so fun. It was amazing. But to be a part of history, that was cool. I mean, because the Rams, they won the game, and I actually rewrote one of my songs that when I entered, I kind of had this jingle. I rewrote it just for the event. And yeah, it was just fun. The Rams won and at home, a new stadium, it was great. And, I'm part of that history. And yeah, it was cool. It was
Kathy. Say it one more time. What did the Rams do?
They won that game, girl.
Okay. Reason why I say that, I don't know if you could see Tanya's expression. Tonya is she's a sports mom. She's a sports person. And she truly is for her home team, her home up in Northern Cal. So she's all about everything Northern Cal. So, this whole Rams win thing, it's funny because after they won, I think we had a podcast afterwards, and I really wanted to come in and just have everything, the Rams color and stuff, just because. And I think I posted something, and she commented talking about, you don't even like sports and stuff like that.
You think you posted something? She don't even like football.
Yeah, she
don't all kind of posts about football.
So every time we said the Rams won, she had this expression on her face, which I think is so. I love it. I love it.
Are you Raiders or 49ers?
She's a 49er. 49er, the Giants, all that, stuff. No, yeah. So
my husband is Raider fan. So
y'all been spending any time in Vegas?
He actually went. I'm sorry. He went to the game. He went to that game when they beat the 49ers.
Oh.
Can we get to have Funny Valentine? Oh my God.
But before we get to Funny Valentine, before we get to the song, Kathy, tell us, where did the name Castella come from? Where did you come up with that name?
Well, you know what? Castella is my name again. Kathy Rebecca is my name, and I'm named after my grandmother's. And Castella is actually the nickname that my grandmother Kathleen. That's what everybody called her back in Alabama. So she was Miss Castella. And yeah, so I was, when I was going through, once I decided to, do this thing, because I had recorded the music, and, my producer or my friend, Daryl Swan, the one who got me into all of this, was like, so what do you want to do with this? And I'm like, well, he said, do you want to just share it with your family? or do you want to, put it out for the world to hear? And I'm like, well, let's put it out. And so when I did it, I was actually the director of human resources at a local city. So I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to just use my name. Should I, I had a friend at the time, and I was, kind of I guess, I don't know, my scratching board, I would say. So what do you think? Should I just be Kat? Should I be just Kathy? These were all names I kind of threw out there, or, or should I use my name, or what about Castella? And he's like, oh, Castella, go with that. And so Castella is just really an honor to my grandmother. So that's why I chose it. And it's her name, and so it's my name now too. But every time I think of Castella, and I'm thinking about my grandma. She was such a sweet person, sweet lady. And my oldest aunt, my aunt Lily Mae, says that I really embody what my grandmother was about. And this was way before I even embarked on this whole journey, just me being a mom and, passionate about my kids and all that good stuff. She's like, you are just like Miss Castella, and so that's like, how about that? So it's just really an honor to my grandmother. And if I ever have to do anything different or have an alter ego, excuse me, my next name is going to be Rebecca Manning, which is my other grandmother's name. So who knows? I might have some other alter ego at some point, and she'll be Rebecca Manning.
Oh, hey.
So regal, right? Yeah, and I just found out that was my grandmother's last name. My mother had to get her marriage license or something recently for some reason, and my grandmother's name was on there. I was like, I didn't know her name was Rebecca. Her maiden name was Manning. Wow. So I'll be Rebecca Manning at some point also, maybe. So, but for now, just Castella.
So Funny Valentine, where did this song come from? What inspired it? And did you write and direct and sing?
Well, Rebecca, listen to me.
Manifested, girl. Castella, manifested.
All right, Rebecca Manning. No, My Funny Valentine is a jazz standard. Didn't write it. And it's that another funny thing is, there's a whole lot of different arrangements of it. Shaka Khan has hers, and then there's, Sarah Vaughan, and everybody has sung the song. And I actually sang it at the Root celebration with my chapter in, I think, February of 2020. And the funniest thing, I did it, and I was selling my CDs afterwards. And my soror, Sonia, came to me. She's like, I really like that song. Is it on your CD? No, I was selling my CDs. And she said, is that song on there? I said, no. She's like, oh, I would have bought it if it was. And so I'm like, oh, she actually did buy the CD. But I kind of said, well, if one person would buy my CD because with that song, I'm going to record it. So I did. And so it's just always been a song that I've loved. I learned it by, listening to Sarah Vaughan, and then we put our own little, thing on it, so awesome. My guys in Detroit actually did the track for me. My producer, Jeff Kennedy, out there in Detroit. So, yeah.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and share that for you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, My Funny Valentine.
My funny Valentine, sweet coming Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Yeah, your looks are laughable, unforgettable. ungraspable. Yeah, yeah, you're my favorite work of art. Yeah, it's your failure less than grief. Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to see? Are you smart? Yeah, babe, but don't change your hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's Day. Yeah. Ooh.
Yep, they're going to have to go check it out. So tell them where your YouTube page and your music can be found and your website so that they can go out and support that.
Oh, well, that's on my YouTube channel is Castella Music. You can just look me up there, and my website is castellamusic.com. And if you go to my website, castellamusic.com, you can find all of my social media links as well. So yeah, just Castella Music. And if you Google me, Google Castella Music and you'll find me. So that's it's kind of cool, to Google Castella Music and like I pop up. It's like, oh, wow. So it's really cool. I mean, this is just a dream that I never would have even thought of, so it's like, wow, this is just mind blowing.
You hit that note though. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my song. I really, and I'm thinking of doing actually a straight ahead jazz EP at some point as well. I do like jazz. I have all these ideas that I want to push out, and working on a lot of collaborations with people. And I was just actually thinking this morning, I was like, somebody else just sent me a song, they want me to work on, and I'm working on another song with a fraternity brother of ours. Just another song, just a lot of, and I'm kind of jotting all this down. I was like, wow, it's just a lot of collaboration I'm doing at this point, along with, I'm going to put out an inspirational EP as well. So in Christmas. So there's just so much work to do. And it's been crazy and amazing all at the same time.
Well, if you ever decide to do any music or collaborations with a hip hop artist, Gia likes trap music. Okay.
She'll probably like this song because it is it is a kind of a hip hop thing I'm doing with this fraternity brother of ours. I met him at this thing I was doing called the Independent Artist Connect is what I was doing, and I met him there, and he's like, so I want to collaborate with you. And, people say things, but he actually sent, a track, and we're going to go, and I'm going to do some writing to it, and he's going to do his thing. And it's pretty dope. Yeah. So
cool. Well, we look forward to hearing that when it comes out. So yeah.
Yes, it's hip hop. His name is Fitty the Caesar.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay.
And he was from Long Beach too. He was after. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Just being able to collaborate, and people wanting to actually collaborate with me is just really cool. people from all over the world. I'm working on something with a guy in Italy, and then I got another. I think the other guy's from Italy, and a French producer remixed one of my songs called "So Glad I Met You." So yeah, it's truly international. It's crazy. That folks are finding me and wanting me to be on their records, and it's pretty
This
cool.
one right here, it has won a few awards and done some really cool things with his career.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
you guys might want to get in touch. What's up, Brad? How you doing?
Who
But
novelist?
MC Nice, yes.
MC Nice. Hey, what's up, Frat? Yeah. Well,
He's dope.
congrats on
He's
your
making
stuff.
moves and doing
Mhm.
some really cool things in music. I think he comes from a musical family too, if I haven't
Mm.
forgotten. I think it's time we get him on the show. That might be a thing. So
Yeah,
let's
I believe he performed at one of the Sigma's conferences or something. I believe a couple years ago. I'm not sure which one, but yeah.
Well, somebody needs to. I need to find out who's doing the stuff for our Boulé. I would love to perform at Boulé.
I
That
think
out
that
there.
would be
Oh,
great.
yeah, that would be great. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
You
would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got to
Um,
work on that. So, what do you have coming up? Let the people know what you have coming up and how they. Well, we already talked about your website on social media where they can continue to support you and follow your work and follow your climb because we know you're going nowhere but up.
yeah, I'm just again, this is where the grind comes in. You have to start, sending out my EPK to different venues to see if I can, get on their ticket or on their whatever. I don't have anything scheduled right now except for I sing the national anthem at Cal State Long Beach all the time. So I'm doing that coming up, but I'm just trying to, just continue to push and get myself out there. It's tough. It really is tough, because there is I guess you can say there's the foundation, there's people that are known. And so they always get the spot. And I'm just hoping that somebody wants to, introduce something new,
Freshen it up.
to, these festivals, like
Yeah.
the Long Beach Jazz Festival. There's one coming up at Dominguez Hills. I mean, I think Gardena has one. And then I'm also just thinking more also of being, truly international and national and getting out and, performing all over. I've toured Houston, which is, my second home also, looking to go back there. And yeah, just really, it's truly the grind right now is, trying to get myself out there so people can come and hear me. So, but I'll keep you posted, visit my website again, castellamusic.com. And, I'll definitely, I'll keep that updated and just follow me there. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And, that's a good place for content and you can hear all the music there.
I
Yeah.
love it. We want to thank
Yes.
you for taking the time to
Yeah,
share
thanks
with
for
us
having me.
your experience at Inglewood, Taste of Inglewood. I know Gia had a good time. Listen, I was out there. I wanted to come see you, okay?
Uh-huh.
But parking is nuts, and traffic in LA it's kind of bipolar. So I wanted to stay in my mental health state. But it looked like a good time. I just
It was
gotta have a
a
certain
good
kind of
time.
patience to be looking for parking in Inglewood.
Yeah, but fortunately I got there a little early and they, told me where to park. So it wasn't so bad, but it was a lot of people there. I mean, once I got done, I was like, wow, it's just a lot of people out there. It's like,
But that's the whole thing. I think
Yeah.
that the beautiful thing about it is
Mhm.
there was a lot of people out there.
Mhm.
And I didn't really hear about any drama.
No.
We know how to get together and not have drama. Oh my
Yeah.
God, novel idea.
We did. I didn't hear any.
And the music was banging. Oh, novel idea.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great. I
heard.
went out on Thursday night too, just to, I wasn't sure what kind of stage it was going to be. So I went out on Thursday night to check it out. And I was like, oh my gosh, they are not playing. This
Not
is
at
a
all.
serious stage.
Listen,
And
we are coming for everything that's ours these days. And
Mhm.
that's it. Coming for everything. So we're here to support you. Once you are my morning coffee family, you're always family. So anytime you have something, make sure you send it to us. We are here to
Okay.
support. We're sharing it on all of our socials, newsletters, everything. And we just want to thank you.
No, thank you, Soars. I mean, it's whenever I get support from my blue and white family, it's I don't know, it's just so special. I mean, it really is. And I'm like, if I can just get all of everybody, that whole family, and I'd be like, wow.
Man, we've been working on that.
It's like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
just hit like or something. You know,
Kathy, we've been working on it, and we're gonna continue to work on it. I think that's probably one of our missions in life is to to get more of the blue and white out here to support what other blue and white are doing and stuff. So y'all, if y'all listening, my sorors and frat, y'all go follow Kathy Castella Music. Support her, buy her CD, just support what she's doing. If she's in your neighborhood singing, performing, show up and show out. Okay. Let's move her up to charge. Like she said, it's a grind. And I think what all of us are doing is a grind, and support does matter. And it goes a long way. And people don't realize, when you support a person, you're supporting their dreams, but also you're motivating them to continue doing what they're doing, because it's hard. It's a struggle. And I'm sure it's days that you say, I should stop doing this. This is, we all go through that and stuff. But when you get support from other people, especially your family, it just keeps you going and stuff. So y'all, we gotta support one another, because that's all I've been talking about, supporting one another. And I try to support in any way I can. And like Tonya said, we here at My Morning Coffee will continue to uplift you and support you. And whatever you're doing, send it to us. We'll put it out there. Tonya know a lot of people, that like to support people. So,
well, I do. And Gia, I just want to, I do thank you. You are, you are a really, I wouldn't say the one, but you are the one soror that is always, excuse me, supporting me. And I just want you to know, every time I see you share something, it just really touches my heart. Like, oh, Gia, thank you so much. Because I don't always get that. Yeah. And so, I mean, and so for you to do it, it just really, really means a lot to me. And I just want to tell you here, thank you so much. I really love you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I do appreciate it. And, you said something really, really true. And it does help when people support you, because I do go through those mornings where I'm like, oh my God, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? And, then something will pop up. For example, I got a person, this, I guess, DJ at 94.7 The Wave in Ontario, Canada, wrote an article about me. And it was just probably one of the best articles. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was just so great. But that kind of stuff really encourages. So every little nugget of something that someone gives you, you just never know, that little thing is helps push you along. So, but yeah, so Gia, thank you. Every time you share something, or, say my soror is awesome, or, we take pictures together or something, it's like, wow, thank you so much. I mean, I just really love you for that. So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to continue to do that, because I believe that. And I'm going to be me, if nothing else. And so,
and I still want to do, style me up one of these days.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're going to get a hair wrap on you on one of those CDs or something. We're going to have you in a hair wrap or something. Girl.
I do.
Yeah.
So we got to do that.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for showing up, and we will continue to show up for you.
Well, thank you both for having me, sorors. I mean, I can't tell you how much it means for you guys to have had me on your show, and I appreciate you. I love you.
We are family.
Yes.
See you next time.
All right.
So what'd you think?
I'm
like a bad kid. I just want to know what you think.
I know what I think.
Talk about it.
I think we awesome. That's what I think, So yeah, I enjoyed having Kathy. Again, I'm a fan. I'm a supporter, and I want other people to support her and what she's doing, because she it's a grind. Like you said, all this stuff that we do is a grind, and it's not easy for us to do it. And a little support help goes a long way. So I'm going to continue to support people and what they're doing with their gifts.
I think it's time for us to get actually MC Nice on too. He was on my Leaders and Learners a while ago. And his career has skyrocketed. But that just goes to show I was supporting him way back.
Right.
Way back.
Right.
Years ago. But it's been amazing to see how people that have supported him, how it's paying off. We knew he was good at what he was doing. We knew that it was our job to support him. It's our job. It's
exactly.
Really our job.
Exactly.
On top of the fact that he's family.
Right.
And we want him to do well.
Right.
So, when people are like, "Oh, I got your back, I got your back," let me see that. Stop
No.
talking. Let's see
Right.
who's back. Yeah, let's see you support. Let's see you
Exactly.
be all about not just blue and white, but there's tons of
Yeah.
MPHC members that are out doing some incredible things. That just means that is Black history in the making. So
Yes.
don't just hop on the bandwagon when it's starting to go fast. Hop on while it's trugging along, help push it a little bit,
Right.
and then we can all celebrate the win.
Exactly.
Right? Come on,
That's
guys.
what that's what I have. I just did it. Well, I have it out. I'm gonna do it as it's a saying that I said, but I put it on a T-shirt and it says, "I'm building a table. Come sit with me."
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it's that's the whole thing. It's we all can be together and we all can grow together and get to the next level if we just support one another and work together. That's what it's about. So it's not about, oh, I'm gonna get mine and I got my table all by myself, and stuff, or you got your table all by yourself. No, it's a table and it's enough seats for everybody. Just come pull up a chair and let's do this. And I love the fact that, like Kathy said, a lot of people are calling her to collaborate with her, and collaborations are they're big, and that's important, and stuff. And if you have a chance to collaborate with somebody in whatever thing you're doing, that's
Whatever
awesome.
genre, whatever
Yeah.
industry you work in,
Yeah.
collaborations really help to elevate your own work. So,
Yeah.
reach out. Makes sense. Well, what's coming up with you?
This Saturday, I'll be at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall at the Nothing But Black Flea. This is our first flea market of the year. We're coming back. So I'll be there, selling some things. I have some jewelry. I have some T-shirts, some hoodies, some, a little bit of everything. I got this. This is the new 1920 shirt that you guys can get, blue and white Zetas. Y'all can get this shirt. Shop themahoganybox.com. They're on the website. I didn't make a whole lot, so you better get there and get it. But they blinging. Y'all asked for some bling, so I bought you a little bling, bling, bling. I just love 1920. So yeah, that's right. Shout it out. So yeah, so y'all go to shopthemahoganybox.com and purchase your T-shirt. And yeah, so that's all. I'll be there. Come out and see me if you're out and about in the streets this weekend, Saturday from 10 to 5, Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. Mahogany Box will be there. Doing
That's
her
it.
thing.
All right. Well, you guys, I guess we'll see you next time.
All right.
Hey, we'll be back on Monday. Make sure that you show up. If you haven't already, head on over to Apple Podcasts and subscribe to My Morning Coffee podcast, or you can catch us on YouTube. Just look it up, My Morning Coffee, and you will find us. Subscribe. We have some new drops that are going to be coming, some cool things. She said that's what she's doing on Saturday. On Sunday, we're going to be working on a little something for y'all. So make sure you stay connected.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But I'm getting excited, but we'll see.
We'll see. You guys take it easy. We'll see you soon.